So glad you could join us today.
We are. And today, we have something really, really useful to talk about.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, well, if you're learning English, it can feel a little confusing. We're talking about the future.
Exactly. How to talk about things that haven't happened yet.
Right. Because in some languages, it's pretty simple. You just change the end of a word and that's it. It's the future.
But English likes to give you options.
It does. And choosing the right option, it actually sends a little signal to the person you're talking to. It tells them if your plan is organized or if it was just a sudden idea.
That is the number one thing we see. People know they need to talk about next week or even 5 minutes from now, but they get stuck, should I say, or going to.
And using the wrong one, I mean, people will probably still understand you.
Oh, for sure. Communication doesn't stop. But it can sound a little strange. It can make your plan sound a bit confusing.
Okay, so let's set this up with a simple situation, one we all know.
Let's do it.
Imagine you're hungry, really hungry. You walk into a restaurant, you sit down, and they give you this big menu.
Lots of options. You're reading, thinking, but you haven't decided anything yet.
Exactly. And then the waiter comes over. What would you like to order?
Okay.
In that exact moment, you have to choose. It's a quick decision you make right there, right now.
Right as you're speaking, really, a spontaneous choice.
Now, let's think about a totally different situation.
Okay.
Yesterday, you thought about dinner tonight. You decided you're going to make a big bowl of chili.
Sounds good.
You called your friend, you bought all the ingredients this morning. The plan is made. It's organized.
I see. So in that case, the decision happened before this moment. It wasn't spontaneous at all.
Exactly. So the big question for our conversation today is, how do you talk about those two different decisions, the one in the restaurant and the one for the chili dinner?
And the answer is you use different words. And understanding that difference, well, that's our mission today.
We're going to focus on the two main tools for the future, will and going to.
And we'll learn exactly when to use each one to sound clear and natural.
The goal here is just clarity, making it easy for you to share your plans. So let's start with those organized plans, like the chili dinner.
Right. The plans where you've already done the thinking. The decision was made before right now.
And for that, we need the tool called going to.
I always think of going to as the planning tool. It's for when you're organized. The action is already arranged in your mind or on your calendar.
That's a great way to put it. The key thing isn't how far in the future it is. The important part is when you made the decision.
Exactly. If the decision happened in the past, yesterday, last week, even 10 minutes ago, then you use going to.
The thinking is finished. Now you're just reporting the plan.
Let's make that super clear. Say you woke up this morning, you looked at your calendar and thought, I should clean my apartment on Sunday.
Okay.
And now it's the afternoon. You're telling me about it. You would use going to because the decision-making part is over.
Right. I am going to clean my apartment on Sunday.
Perfect.
Okay, can I ask a quick question here?
Please.
What if the decision was only like 30 seconds ago? I think I need some water. I stand up and I say to you, I'm getting some water. Is that still a plan?
That is an excellent question.
Yes.
Yes, it absolutely is. Because the thought, the decision, it happened before you spoke.
Even just a few seconds before.
Even 1 second before. The moment there's a thought first and then you report it, it's a plan. So you would say, I'm going to get some water. The spontaneity is gone.
I see. So the thinking comes first. Now, the grammar for this is really important, right? It has a specific structure.
It does, and you can't change it. It's always the subject, then the verb am, is, or are, then going to, and then the main verb.
That little word in the middle, am, is, or are. You can't forget it.
Never. It's the glue. Let's break it down really slowly for everyone listening.
Good idea.
For I, you say, I'm going to study.
For you, it's you are going to cook.
For he or she, we use is, he is going to call.
And for we, or they.
Also are. We are going to travel or they are going to eat.
So you have to get that part right. Subject plus that be verb, then going to, then the action.
Exactly. Now, to help you remember this idea of a firm, organized plan, let's use a little metaphor.
Okay.
Think of going to as setting the sails on a ship.
Oh, I like that.
You don't just randomly put the sails up. You decided on your destination maybe days ago. You know exactly which island you're traveling to.
Right.
So you set the sails in that direction. The decision is made. The course is set. You're ready to move because of that earlier choice.
The plan is set. That's a great image. It shows you've already done the organizing.
Let's try it with some simple everyday examples.
Okay, let's talk about the weekend. People are always making weekend plans, so it's Friday. I ask you what you're up to this weekend.
Well, I thought about this yesterday, actually. I have a plan, I would say. I am going to help my neighbor paint their fence this afternoon.
And you're using going to because...
Because the decision was made before now. I talked to my neighbor. We agreed on a time. It's an organized plan.
That makes perfect sense. The organization is the key.
Yeah.
Now, what if the plan is a no? How do we make it negative?
Oh, that's easy. You just add the word not right after am, is, or are. So, I'm not going to watch TV tonight.
So you decided earlier not to do that.
Right. And for a question, you just flip the first two words. Instead of you are going to study, you ask.
Are you going to study?
Exactly. Or is she going to help? The pattern is always the same.
So if I ask you, are you going to cook dinner tonight?
You could answer, yes, I am going to cook chili.
Got it. And this works for small plans like dinner, but what about really big long-term plans?
Yeah, it's exactly the same, even for huge life goals, things that take years of planning.
Okay, give me an example of a big personal goal.
Well, let's say I've been dreaming about opening my own business for a long time. I've even started saving money, I would say. In 3 years, I am going to open a small bakery.
Wow, that communicates a very serious plan. It's not a sudden wish, it's an organized, long-term project.
And it could be a medium-term plan, too. Maybe I decided today that I need a new bicycle. I can say, I am going to save money for a new bicycle next month.
Because the decision to save the money came before this moment of speaking.
That's the key. So for you listening, if you can think, I already decided this, then going to is your tool. It shows you have an intention, a plan.
Okay, I think that's really clear. So we have our tool for organized plans.
We do, and now we need to switch gears completely. We're leaving the world of organized plans.
And we're entering the world of fast, right now decisions. This is where we use our second tool, will.
Will is for quick decisions, things you decide in the moment, spontaneous actions.
So the rule for will is that you decide something at the exact moment that you're speaking.
There's no planning time. It's just a reaction.
And the grammar's way easier, which is nice.
Oh, much easier. It doesn't change. It's always subject plus will plus verb. That's it.
No am is our to worry about. I will go. She will go. They will go.
Simple and fast, just like the decisions it describes.
Okay, so if going to was setting the sails, we need a metaphor for will.
We do.
I think of will as turning the page in a book.
Ooh, tell me more.
You're reading, you get to the bottom of the page, and right then, in that instant, you decide to turn to the next one. You didn't plan it yesterday. It's an immediate next step kind of action.
I love that. A sudden, instant reaction. That's the signal for will. Okay, let's test this. Let's create a situation.
All right, imagine we're walking down the street, and we see someone struggling with a huge, heavy box. It looks like they're about to drop it.
Okay, I see them. This is happening right now. I don't stop and think, did I schedule time to help a stranger today?
No, of course not. You just react. What do you say?
I say, that box looks heavy. I will carry it for you.
Perfect. I will carry it. You decided in that second. It's a spontaneous offer.
And if I said, I am going to carry it, that would sound...
So strange. It would sound like you woke up this morning with a plan to find this specific person and carry their box. It just doesn't work.
Right. Let's try another one. We're talking in a room, and it's getting a little cold because the window is open.
An immediate problem that needs a quick solution.
Exactly. So I decide right now to fix it. I say,
I will close the window. The decision and the speaking happen at the same time.
Precisely. And this brings us to how people really say it in a conversation. We almost never say, I will.
Right. We use the short form, the contraction.
Yes. I'll close the window.
Wow.
It's faster, it sounds more natural, and it matches the speed of the quick decision.
So when you offered to help with that box, you'd probably just say, I'll carry it for you.
For sure, and we use it for everyone. He'll, she'll, they'll. Using these contractions is a really big step to sounding more natural.
Okay, so will is for these fast reactions, but it has another really important job, right?
It does. It's also the word we use for promises and offers.
Ah, that makes sense. Because when you make a promise, you are deciding to commit to something right now.
Exactly. The commitment starts in the moment of speaking. It could be a big, serious promise or just a small, helpful offer.
Okay, so give me an example of a promise.
A nice one might be, don't worry, I will remember your birthday next year. You're making that commitment right now.
Or at work, maybe at the end of a meeting. Okay, I will send you the information tomorrow.
That's a work promise. It's a commitment you're making at this moment.
And an offer is basically a spontaneous promise, isn't it?
That's a great way to think about it. If your friend is stressed about a party, you can say, hey, don't worry, I will buy the food. You just offered, and now it's a promise.
The key thing for all of these fast decisions, promises, offers, is that the choice is made at the moment of speaking.
That is the golden rule for will.
So let's bring this back to that first situation we talked about, ordering food in a restaurant.
Yes. The perfect test. The waiter is there looking at you. You have to decide now.
So when they ask what you want, you're making that choice in that very second.
So you have to use,
Will. I will have the chicken soup. Or, more naturally.
I'll have the fish.
Right. And you could ask your friend, what will you have?
Mhm.
Because you're asking about the decision they're making right now.
And if you said, I am going to have the chicken soup, it sounds like you decided that last night before you even saw the menu.
The logic just doesn't fit the situation. So it's going to, for a plan, will for a spontaneous choice.
Once you get that, you've honestly unlocked most of what you need for talking about the future.
Okay, so we've got our two main tools. But we should also talk about how they sound in fast, real-world speech.
We have to, because English speakers are always looking for shortcuts.
Which brings us to going to and its secret identity.
Its informal name. When we say going to very quickly in a casual conversation, it almost always sounds like one word. Gonna.
Right. I'm going to watch TV becomes.
I'm gonna watch TV.
You hear gonna everywhere. In songs, in movies, when you're talking with friends. But there's a big warning that comes with this word.
A very big warning. Gonna is only for speaking. It's very, very informal.
You should never, ever write gonna in an email to your boss or a professor, or really in any formal writing.
Absolutely not. You always write the full words. Going to. Using gonna in writing looks unprofessional. It looks, well, wrong.
Okay, so it's a speaking-only word.
Yeah.
But even when speaking, sometimes people will say the full going to. Why?
For emphasis. Sound more serious. If you owe a friend money and they ask when you'll pay them back, you want to sound very certain.
Right.
You wouldn't say, I'm going to pay you Friday. You would probably say, very clearly, I am going to pay you back on Friday. It sounds stronger, more committed.
That's a great point. So gonna is for casual speed and going to is for serious emphasis or formal writing.
Exactly. Now, there's one more thing that makes all of this future talk much clearer for the listener.
And that's using time markers.
Yes, the signposts. The words that tell us when this plan is happening.
They are so important for clarity. Even if you make a little mistake with will or going to, the time marker usually saves you and makes your meaning clear.
Let's list a few common ones. We have the big ones like tomorrow, next week, next month, next year.
And tonight.
Then we have more specific ones like in 10 minutes or on Monday, or a specific date like on July 4th.
And my favorite flexible one, soon.
Yes, soon is great with will. I will call you soon. It's a nice, simple promise.
And for planned actions, with going to, the time marker is often more specific. I am going to take a trip next year.
The time marker helps everyone get on the same page. It puts the action on a calendar in the listener's mind, so always try to use one.
Okay, so we have will for spontaneous choices and going to for plans. That covers most situations.
It does. But there is one more, a slightly more advanced tool.
This is for when you want to show that your plan is not just a plan, it's locked in, it's certain.
Welcome to our advanced section. This is where we use a structure that sounds like the present, but it means the future.
We're talking about the present continuous. That's the one with the ing verb. Subject plus amesar plus verbing.
It's the same form you use to say, I am talking right now. But if you add a future time word, everything changes.
So if I say, I am studying tomorrow, it doesn't mean I'm studying now.
Yeah.
The word tomorrow pushes the action into the future.
Exactly. And the rule for using this for the future is that the plan must be 100% fixed and scheduled.
This is for things that have confirmed appointments or tickets, something that involves another person and is officially arranged.
So if going to was setting the sails for a plan, this is much stronger. Our new metaphor for this is like having a signed contract.
A signed contract. Okay, I get that. It's official, it's confirmed, it's very difficult to change.
When you use this form, you're signaling to the listener that this plan is totally confirmed, the details are final.
Let's use an example, something like travel, where you have a ticket.
Perfect. If you have a train ticket, the time is set. It's not just your plan, it's the train company's schedule. So you would say, I am taking the train at 7 a.m. on Wednesday.
That sounds so much stronger than, I am going to take a train.
It is. I'm going to take a train is just your intention. You could still change your mind. But I am taking the train implies the ticket is bought. The plan is locked.
That little difference in meaning is why this is the advanced tool. It adds a layer of certainty.
Let's try it with an appointment, a fixed meeting with someone.
Okay, maybe with a teacher.
Right. So instead of just saying, I'm going to speak with my teacher later, which is a bit flexible,
You would say, I am speaking with my teacher after class. It sounds like a fixed, scheduled meeting that's in both of your calendars.
exactly. Or for a big professional event, we are attending a conference next Friday. That kind of thing requires tickets and coordination. It is a very fixed plan.
So this form shows that you've moved past the planning stage and into the commitment stage.
But we need to say again, this is advanced. For anyone listening who is just starting, it is always safe to use going to for any plan.
That's such an important point. If you say, I'm going to take the train at 7 a.m., everyone will understand you perfectly. You are 100% correct.
But when you get more comfortable using the present continuous for these fixed schedules, it just shows a higher level of skill. It's very impressive.
Okay, let's do a final review of everything. Let's make sure these three tools and their metaphors are really clear.
Let's do it. Remember, it all comes down to when you made the decision.
Tool number 1, going to. This is for plans decided before now. The metaphor is setting the sails.
The direction is set. The plan is organized. I'm going to buy a new bicycle next month.
Tool number 2, will. This is for decisions made right now. Spontaneous choices, offers, and promises. The metaphor is turning the page in a book.
The decision is immediate. It's a reaction. Oh, the phone is ringing. I will get it. Or I'll get it.
And our advanced tool, number 3, the present continuous. For very strong, 100% fixed schedules, the metaphor is a signed contract.
It's locked in. It's official. We are meeting the client on Tuesday morning.
If you can just ask yourself that one question, when did I decide this? You will almost always choose the right one.
It stops being a grammar rule and starts being a logic puzzle.
We really hope this conversation has made talking about the future feel a lot less confusing and a lot more logical.
You have the tools now. You can share all your plans and your spontaneous ideas clearly.
And that brings us to the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for joining us and for being part of this.
We really appreciate you spending your time with us.
But before we go, we have a challenge for you. We want you to put this into practice right now.
Yes, we want to hear from you. So here's the first part of the challenge. What is the one word or lesson you learned today? Write it in the comments below.
Maybe it was the word spontaneous. Or maybe that signed contract idea really helped you. Whatever it is, let us know.
And for part 2, since we talked all about plans, we want you to share one of your plans with us.
Yes. Tell us, what are you going to do this weekend?
Are you going to relax? Are you going to study? Are you going to see friends? Use that full sentence structure, I am going to, and tell us about your plan.
We really love reading your comments. It shows us you're using the language, which is the most important thing.
And please, if you found this helpful, share it with a friend who is also learning English. It's always more fun to learn together.
Thank you again for being here with us. We look forward to talking with you again next time.